An Athens woman is in jail this evening accused of running a house of horrors. Police say she kept men in her basement against their will, stole their money, and they didn't always have access to running water. CBS 46's Dante Renzulli is working this story in Athens.
Well, she's accused of collecting elderly men and keeping them right here in the house behind me in the basement against their will. A state agency came in here, removed all the men from the house except for one. He's actually still living here even though she's in jail, and today he's defending her against the claims.
I think one guy, he was slow because he was a boxer. I think he took too many punches.
Ronald McKinney describes some of his fellow housemates who are living with him at the invitation of Emma Heard. She's accused of holding elderly men hostage in her house, feeding them once a day, and charging them rent by withdrawing money from their accounts herself.
Nobody spoke negative about him. The only thing I just said about it is that, she has a temper and she has a way, but again, she didn't really mistreat him.
He admitted there was no water in the basement and the men used a bucket as a toilet. But McKinney insists that the men were able-minded enough to take care of themselves and decide if they wanted to stay or go.
We've been here, I think, either 3 or 4 years now. And in that time, police might have been here maybe a dozen times for various things.
One of those things was a report from George Foster, who claimed Heard kidnapped him 2 years ago, kept him locked in a room, and used a dog to intimidate him.
I was scared to go out there because them dogs were so big. Kept on begging her to take me home. He wouldn't take me home.
Foster says Heard finally let him leave after she withdrew $800 from his account.
I get there finally and got my check and got my money out of the car. That's when she brought me back home.
Yeah, Heard was never arrested when this was first brought to the attention of police 2 years ago because, as one investigator put it, this was a real gray area to him. It was tough to make a judgment call at the time that these men were really being taken advantage of and didn't have the wherewithal to fend for themselves. Reporting live in Athens, Dante Renzulli, CBS 46 News.